So this is a bus stop. Buses stop here. People wait here for buses.
Thanks, Captain Obvious.
But guess what? There are a lot of interesting things that happen at bus stops, and in this video, we're gonna explore some of those things.
Nobody cares. Nobody cares.
Some of them are incredibly normal, like this right here. But then we have some other abnormal situations that occur, like this. Now, before we go any further, I want to let you know that I am a bus driver, but the most important thing that I am is a father. And I have an amazing daughter. She's 12 years old, and she's my pride and joy. She's my heart. And guess what? She's so excited that her dad is a huge YouTube star. And she begged me to be in one of my videos. I'm just playing. She didn't beg me, but she did ask. So here's my daughter waiting at a bus stop. So anyone that uses public transportation will recognize something like this. One of the most common things you'll see at bus stops are damaged and vandalized bus shelters. People love breaking the glass on bus shelters for some reason. It happens so randomly and also so often that it's difficult to stay on top of these repairs.
He ain't lying.
Another thing that you will see at bus stops is people living there. We've seen a lot more homelessness, and when you drive a bus or you use public transportation, you see a lot of people sleeping at bus stops, at transit centers. Sometimes you'll see individuals who are homeless and they will completely take over a bus shelter and make it their home. And I understand they're trying to find shelter. They're trying to find some sort of temporary comfort. But the conflict is when you have passengers that need to utilize those spaces, the bus stops, the transit centers, the seats, the benches, the shelters, they can't utilize those things because they're blocked by someone else who's using it as their home. And then sometimes they'll call law enforcement or security to move those people, the homeless individuals, out of the shelters and out of the bus stops. And some people see that as cruel, but it's just a really interesting situation that we have because these spaces were built for people who are utilizing the public transit system to be able to sit or stand in some level of comfort, but you have people living in these spaces as well. So it's like, what are you supposed to do? And I mean, that's an entirely different video, but this is just showing you that these are some things that you will see at bus stops. We'll pull up to some bus stops and there will be like an entire homeless encampment near or around the bus stop. So earlier I was talking about people that vandalize bus stops, but sometimes people will beautify the bus stop. Let's take a look at this bus stop. You see these amazing red chairs, these slightly used, brand new-ish red chairs. They're beautiful. These are not supplied by the transit company here. This is in Sacramento, and somebody provided their chairs. They donated them. And if you can get past the dirt and the dust, you actually have a pretty comfortable seat to sit in while you wait for the bus to show up. All you'll probably need is some sort of disinfectant wipes to wipe those chairs down a little bit before you sit down. Yeah, I'd highly recommend that. In Sacramento, California, it's not the only place where you will have generous individuals who will donate their own chairs to a bus stop. Check this out in Houston, Texas, Houston Metro. This bus is pulled up to a bus stop and it has these beautiful mustard colored chairs that looks like they've seen better days. But hey, if anyone is tired, you can sit there. There's also a blue crate there. You could probably sit there. That might actually be a little bit more cleaner, a little more safe to sit on the crate. I'd probably choose the crate over those chairs. Another thing that bus drivers see at bus stops all the time, and passengers see it too, but they don't really care unless they're waiting for the bus and we can't pull up to the bus stop. Or if they need to get off the bus and we can't pull up to the curb to let them off the bus. Because as you can see right here, this sign is smack dab in the middle of the bus stop. It's right where the bus needs to be. When the bus pulls into the bus stop, the bus needs to be where that sign is at. And as you can see, there's no visible road work taking place at the bus stop. This is a warning sign letting you know that further up the road or down the road, however you like to say that, there will be road work. And I understand that there's probably a certain distance that they have to put these warning signs. But bus drivers all over the world would just ask, can you not put them right in the space where we need to pull our bus into to get into the bus stop?
I'm not sure I'm interested in that.
Because when we have patrons that are in wheelchairs or with mobility devices, they really need us to pull up to the curb, lower the bus, so it can be as easy as possible for them to get on or off of the bus.
He ain't lying.
Someone give me a car ride! Someone give me a ride! Someone give me a ride! I need a ride!
So listen, in no shape, form, or fashion are we here to make light of this lady's situation. I'm not sure what she's going through, and I really hope that she receives the help and the assistance that she needs, or that she needed, because this happened, I guess, a while ago. This is past tense. However, this is just showing you the reality of what you'll see at a bus stop or on public transportation in general. And depending on the situation, sometimes a bus operator will have to step in and try and get the person some assistance, especially if it's taking place on the bus. So here's something interesting that happens at bus stops in New York. I'm not sure how often this happens, but they have an entire team of people getting onto the bus to check and make sure that people have paid their bus fare, because in New York and a lot of other transit systems, they're dealing with high percentages of fare evasion. People are just like, I'm not paying, but I'm still going to use the service, and I'm going to complain if the service does not serve me the way I want the service to serve me. But yeah, just make sure you pay your fare. Okay, let's take a look at one of my favorite bus drivers, Bus Driver Jade from Philly.
This is the bus stop. Wait at the bus stop, because a lot of y'all be waiting right here. Now, as the bus pulling up, I can't see y'all, so it looks like nobody at the bus stop. So by the time I get the bus and I get it right here to the bus stop, you right here, now you running out like, yo. Now I gotta slam on the brakes and all that. I can't do it. I gotta keep going. So you ready for the next one. So wait. The bus stop right here, just wait right here so I can see you. If you behind the wall, I can't see you. So by the time I get right here and you come running, it's too late. I can't hit the brakes. Safety hazard. Ready for the next one. Just wait at the bus stop.
So basically what he's saying is just be visible. We need to be able to see you. There's a bus stop, but if you're standing behind something or too far away, we're not gonna know that you need the bus. And I believe I've shared this video before, and someone left me a comment saying, the customer is always right. I will wait however I want, and if you don't pick me up, I will put in a complaint. So wait a second, if you wait for the bus in a way that the bus driver cannot see you, you're gonna file a complaint and say they should have picked you up even though you were standing somewhere that the bus driver couldn't see you.
Yes.
That does not make any sense to me. Maybe it makes sense to some of you, but that makes no sense to me. I don't understand that. This is supposed to be a joint responsibility. It's supposed to be teamwork. I see you because you're standing somewhere or sitting somewhere that I can see you, so I stop the bus. I will make the bus stop at the bus stop.
Stop it.
Let's talk about information screens. At a lot of bus stops and bus terminals, you'll see some of these amazing electronic screens that will display information, departures, arrivals, and detours, things of that nature. And a lot of times, there's a small segment of people that see these screens and they're like, wow, that's a lot of great information. I guess I'm gonna destroy it now. And you get this. Now, on a brighter note at bus stops, take a look at what Mount Carmel Lutheran Church does, or did. They leave scarves at the bus stop. Now, when you first look at it, it looks kind of tacky, because it's like, did someone just wash all their towels or scarves or something and they just left it in the bus stop so it can air dry? But no, they leave scarves in the bus shelter, and if anybody needs a scarf to keep them warm, they can take one. So I think it's a really kind gesture. It's really simple, but I think it's cool. And trust me, I was born and raised in Milwaukee County, and it gets extremely cold. So a scarf can go a long way, honestly. So another thing you'll see at the bus stop sometimes is people like to block the buses. They'll, once again, first we were talking about the construction sign. Now we have the United States Postal Service parked right at the bus stop. And the interesting thing about this particular bus stop is it's a time point and a relief point. So this is where drivers make their reliefs. Drivers will change over, and it's also a time point. So if the bus gets there early, the bus has to sit there for a few minutes. So you have the post office truck here, and the bus pulls up, and the drivers have to change. So the bus has to be out there in the street like that. But we do appreciate the postal workers. This is no shade at postal workers. We need you. We appreciate you. You're one of the people that delivers important mail, also junk mail, and you also deliver some of our parcels, some of our packages to us as well. So we appreciate you. And here is something that I would personally love to see at a bus stop is a Ninja Turtle. I love the Ninja Turtles, especially this version of the Ninja Turtles, the very first live action Ninja Turtles movie that came out in 1990. Yeah, that would be awesome. I think it would be awesome. I would probably be a little freaked out, but also excited. But that would have to be in New York. That wouldn't happen in Sacramento. We don't have Ninja Turtles in Sacramento. So here's my daughter together. You can actually see us side by side. And she thinks you should like, subscribe, and share, right?
If you want.
I think you do want to, unless you already are subscribed and you've already liked, and you're going to potentially share the video. Anyway,
Thank you for watching Bus Driver Life,
why are you laughing?
because it's funny.
Whatever.